My name, the truest. I shocked them like real prop. Creek with baddies. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to live. I leave them scared like when they hit it. My name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Broncos of Houston taking on the LA Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. At the 36-yard line. Throwing Nix. And a quick throw here that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll change things up. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Hampton. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. I credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. The Chargers at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marion Hampton with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
6-0 our score after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going. It's Nix. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. That's complete to the rookie from UCLA. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. 20, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for L.A. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Kappa.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Chris Olave, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have regained the lead. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two.
The Chargers will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
At the 25-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Nix. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
To throw, here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Nix to the air. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They work now on 2nd and 9. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw here, Herbert. Well, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by JBIG. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He sets to fire deep. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
So a good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Harvey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go play action with Nix. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tui Pelotu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and 19. To throw is Nix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
43-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This is 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Herbert in trouble, and he's taken down. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
21. Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
The career is more at stake when you in your prime. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can butcher either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the E right now. Oh my God.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Looking to put a drive together. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Set. 380. Delta. Set.
They snap it to Herbert. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Nix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Kappa. Ready.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point try now from Dicker. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Nix. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back to the air with Nix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Herbert. got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. He made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Escapes the defender. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st down, Broncos.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going. It's Nix. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Nix to throw again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Nix from the shotgun. He'll try and do this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
To throw, here's Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Set, 380, 300.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Delta, stop.
And they will take a knee here.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like...
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory.